Hey, welcome to Shards of God. We play as sisters of the faith who have to go to a distant planet to solve a murder mystery. But how does one murder a god? That's what we're here to solve today. God Emperor Moon has ruled over the nation for millennia. None dare challenge the immortal's power. All godly ruler. Only the Sisters of Vigil are privy to the Emperor's secrets. When the divine ruler calls, the sisters answer. They listen, they observe, they ask questions, they solve problems. But today, of all problems, is gonna be pretty big. Spaceship. So that is the temple. Mother, whatever her name is, and then sister, I think her name is Avia, something along those lines. I read the description of the game already.
Vigilant Mother Superior, Vigilant Sister Inferior.
This is Sister Ava in training, and you must be Judge Morris.
Alas, the judge is currently indisposed. I'm Xavier, Imperial Scholar, Keeper of Knowledge, Archivist of Ancient.
Our matter is urgent, Master Xavier.
Certainly. When His Holiness calls, the sisters must come running. And, may I inquire?
You may not.
Understood. Well, I'm here to assist you, if you wish to peruse the Imperial Library.
It has been a pleasure.
I already don't like that Xavier dude here.
Don't worry, she's always like this.
Okay, we're already off to a great start here. What a warm bunch of people. Dude just blankly stares at her. Oh, fancy elevator.
Here we come. Ava?
Yes, Mother Tiabata?
You have been preparing for this moment, yes? Beyond this door lie Moon's chambers. Now, before we enter...
I'm prepared, Mother Tiabata. I've recited the prayers, revised the vows.
Yes. Look, Ava, the Emperor,
may his grace forever shine upon us,
may not exactly be what you expect.
Oh, do not worry, Mother Superior. I'm strong in the faith.
Yes, that's the problem. Oh well, you will process it one way or another.
Process what, Mother Tiabata?
I've always preferred showing over telling. Follow me, Ava.
What are we gonna see here? That's not that faithful. Alright, I don't see anything wrong here.
Your Highness.
I bow before thee, O Moon, bringer of light.
Hello? Anybody in there? Conqueror of... I said, is anybody in there?
Mother Tiabata!
Looks like I'll have to open it myself then.
Open what? Oh! Is that statue hollow? Was there supposed to be someone in there? Oh, it seems to be fake. And that one seems to be kinda dead. But what?
Oh my. We have a problem on our hands, Ava. Ava?
I...
Take your time.
Our god is dead. Many deep breaths later. God damn, I really have to rush my lines.
So the God Emperor, huh? The holiest of holy. He whose light illuminates the darkest of souls.
Is a suit?
That's somewhat reductive. Moon is a dynasty which decided a long time ago to become a god.
By wearing a suit?
Still reductive, but I'll grant it. The people in the suit might change with passing generations, but Moon lives on.
He doesn't seem very alive now. So it must be someone who knew. You can't really... I mean... You can't really kill a statue like that if you don't know that someone's in there. So the question is, who knows about this? we have to limit the amount of suspects we have. So who knows about this?
Who knows? Me, you, most of the other sisters of Vigil.
And that's it?
That's it. To everyone else, the God Emperor has been the same entity for millennia.
Okay, so it is his sister that killed him. It must be. How does the suit work? Sure. And the suit?
A marvel of technology. It maintains all life functions.
That dude actually lives in that statue his whole life?
Most emperors can barely walk by themselves. Everything is provided for them by the suit. And it is virtually impenetrable. Only the Emperor and the Sisters of Vigil can open it.
Oh, yes, you opened the suit. What sorcery was that?
Not sorcery, technology. The Amulet of Vigil we carry has many perks. No door stays closed to the Vigilant Sisters.
Including the door into the God Emperor?
Yes, but other than that, you could fire the nation's most advanced weapons at this suit. And it would barely leave a dent.
I do have many questions though, like, did that man sleep with that thing on? That must have been, I don't know, excruciating? Imagine standing in that kind of steel suit in the middle of a goddamn heat wave. And this planet doesn't look that cold, to be honest. It looks like there are heat waves all day. Like, what the actual hell? So, yeah, who's the dead man on the floor?
So, who is this? Was this man? Appearances would make it seem that we are looking at the latest incarnation of the God Emperor.
So he summoned us before his death?
Alas, no. The suit has a security system. If the Empress's life is waning, a distress call is sent to the Vigilant Sisters.
That's why we are here. We wouldn't want somebody else to find him who smites all evil in this state, now would we? That also brings the question now, now that the god is supposedly dead, who else are you gonna put in that thing, huh? Is his bloodline gone? So yes, indeed. Who will be the new emperor? If Moon is a dynasty, then where are the other moons? Who becomes the emperor now?
To my knowledge, the latest moon had no direct descendants. But there are protocols in place for such cases. Secret heirs in secret locations. Once we report back to the Order, the Elder Mothers will know what to do.
Let's do that then. Report to the Order.
No. Not before we have some answers. This situation, nothing like this has ever happened before. And I'm not letting anyone make a mess of things before I've had time to think. So for the time being, nobody, and I mean nobody, must know about what happened here.
Yes, Mother Superior. So, what do we do now?
Well, this is a very unusual scenario. Very, very unusual. I need to think. Meanwhile, be a good vigilant sister and observe, will you? Examine the suit and the body too. Just let me think.
The body?
So peculiar. The blood, the plates.
Mother Tiabata?
So peculiar. She's not listening.
Blah 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 blah. Alright, good. You can exercise. Alright, so. It is a good thing to not immediately alert the whole sisterhood, because that would alert the culprit as well. As I've stated before, the culprit must be someone of the sisterhood, because no one else seems to know about it. And I don't think you could just find out about it if you don't have such a sigil. But we should definitely not exclude maybe a thief. I don't know, something along those lines. Let's check this room now first of all. So the balcony.
I'll admire the views later. Perhaps the killer climbed in and out through the balcony?
Could be.
Highly doubtful. This is the tallest and best guarded tower in the whole nation. But yes, it is a possibility, I suppose.
First you say highly unlikely, and then it's a possibility. It might be. Maybe they flew in with the bird or something. Plate.
I'm not taking the Emperor's decorations. That would be sacrilegious. And heavy. Especially heavy. It's a decorative plate with Munz's face on it. So you've seen what is there. Now do you also see what is not there?
Yeah, there's one missing.
Huh? Never mind, you'll get there.
Yeah, here we go, empty space.
This doesn't look right. There are 3 plates on the left, but only 2 on the right? Either a plate is missing or Munz's imperial decorator has no sense of symmetry. Aha! Finally! The acolyte shows some observation skills. Mother Tiabata? You act as if this was the most important thing we've seen today. It may well be, Ava. It may well be.
Another plate? Just the same. Okay, decorative bowl. Some kind of weird elephant creature.
I shouldn't be moving it either. Besides, it looks very heavy. Beautifully crafted. This must be a creature known as Gnath. Can't wait to see one in the flesh.
You know those elephants that are portrayed in the paintings of Salvador Dali? Well, they kind of remind me of it.
I think this is supposed to be another Gnath. Yeah, I have to say, it looks rather pathetic compared to the other one.
Pillows.
They look very comfortable. I don't have time to rest.
Vase.
I don't want to carry it around. It's a beautiful vase. But as vigilant as I try to be, I see no relation to the Empress's murder.
Am I missing anything here? Exit? Yeah, should not. And we should not confront Mother Tiabata just yet. The body, of course. I've broken my rule. I always say during an investigation, the first thing you should check is the dead body. I broke my rule. Okay, so he definitely got stabbed.
He looks young for a god. He's been stabbed in the chest with something. Perhaps a knife?
Too easy. And it looks a bit too round to be a knife. Not exactly sure. Is that it? Okay. Pots?
Just some ugly empty pots. I don't see any connection with the task at hand.
They're empty. What was in them? The suit. There's some blood on there.
There's blood on the inside of the lid.
Anything? Wait, metal bar? What does that do?
What is this? A latch? It's a twin steel rod.
But what does it do?
Before the lid closes, the rod rotates to fit into the 2 holes on the suit's main part. It then literally swaps itself around the inside of the suit and welds itself to it. Only to be separated again when the Emperor and nobody but the Emperor chooses.
So, it's a latch.
Yes, Ava, it's a latch.
Make it as easy as possible. So it only does this, huh? Okay. Anything else with the suit?
I don't need to do anything with it, just examine it. Right, we wouldn't want to contaminate the crime scene.
No, of course not. Another vase?
I couldn't carry it around even if I wanted to. Not the best vase I've ever seen. Not the best vase I've ever seen. I'd expect something fancy in the Empress's chambers.
The amulet of vigil. I can use this? A plant?
I'm not a gardener. Is this a Gnath plant? I hear the way they grow those is very unique. Nothing to do with the dead Emperor though.
More plates. I am looking around to see if I've missed anything. Fruit?
Gnath fruit. They say it's very nutritious. I haven't eaten in some time. We mustn't disturb the scene of the crime, Ava. If you crave fruit, pay a visit to the local farms.
Yes, Mother Superior.
Okay. I think I've got pretty much everything. Should we go and talk to the Mother Superior now?
Mother Tiabata?
Have you finished, Ava?
I think we did, yeah.
I've examined the room as you suggested, Mother Tiabata.
And?
The victim was stabbed while in the suit. Yup, because there was no hole in the thing. So it was opened, stabbed, closed, and that was that.
There's blood on the inside of the suit's lid. It must have got there when the Empress's chest was pierced.
Which means?
Tang was indeed killed while inside the suit.
Good job!
But even if the suit could be penetrated, that would surely leave a mark.
Exactly! You see now why this is so interesting?
Interesting is one way to put it.
He was stabbed in the chest with a sharp object. Well, that was clear, but we still don't know what it is because there's no murder weapon in this room.
I'm no medicine woman, but it seems Moon was stabbed in the chest with something sharp. A knife?
Yes, that would appear so.
And there is a plate missing from the wall. Why is there a plate missing though?
I don't see what bearing this has on anything, but...
Anything may be of importance.
Well, there's that decorative plate missing from the wall.
Oh, yes, the missing plate.
But why would anyone kill a god to steal a plate?
Strange, isn't it? That is what intrigues me. It doesn't fit.
Perhaps the plate just broke at some point and never got replaced? Or his eternal light didn't care much about symmetry?
Perhaps.
So, yeah, then the final thing is like, there is no murder weapon.
I found nothing here that could have been used to kill. To kill this man. Not in the way he was killed anyway.
No murder weapon then? Noted. Anyway, we indeed have a murder mystery on our hands, Acolyte. The mystery of the closed suit.
So, what do we do now?
Simple! To unravel how such a crime could have been committed, we have to recreate it.
Recreate it?
Oh, yes, that will be your task, Ava. Explore the city and find by what means the murder could have been committed.
Then demonstrate it to me. Less than an hour ago I thought Moon was a god. Then I learned it was a man. And that he is dead? Murdered? And now I have to find a way to kill him?
Throw them in at the deep end is what I always say.
This is the very deep end. So yeah, where should we start?
Where should I start? I've never been to the Imperial City.
Find that scholar man, Xavier.
Ah, the one you saw in the beginning.
I believe he said he would be at the library. He should help you find your way around.
Okay. And what will she do? Just loiter around?
Apologies, Mother Superior, but what will you do? You seem much better suited for this task.
I will observe from a distance. And think, this situation is most peculiar, I know. She has some cheek.
I'll be on my way then.
Yes, off you go.
And if I...
The plate! Why the plate? Maybe, but no, that's not possible.
And she's not listening again.
I really have to hurry with those lines. Dang, I hate it that I can't click whenever I'm done with a line. Yeah, so we have to go. Exit. Please note. The current version of the game has no autosave function. To save your progress, use the icon in the inventory bar, one that appears when you move your cursor to the top of the screen and save manually. Old school! No problem, I like old school. So let's first of all save it, I suppose. Also, why do we need to save it? Oh! Damn, we get to name our save files? That's pretty cool. How should we name it? Our god... Oh, is that a G? Okay, our god was murdered? Question mark? Exclamation? Save, there we go. So I suppose, yeah, this is Moon's chambers. We have to go to the library to seek Xavian. There he is.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Mother Tiabata? Where are you? Are you speaking to me?
Your amulet, Acolyte. I said it has many perks.
So it's a communication device?
Not only that, it allows me to see what you see. Hear what you hear.
This feels a little invasive.
Yet practical. This way you can be my eyes and ears, Ava. I've noticed people tend to be a little tense when I address them.
I wonder why that is.
Anyway, I will contact you in due time. Proceed with your investigation.
Greetings, Vigilant Sister. Pardon me for asking, but who were you just talking to?
Master Xavian, was it...
At your service?
I was just talking to myself. I do that all the time. I'm not even lying.
And now I said that out loud as well.
Do not fret, sister. I understand the burden of a restless mind. All the thoughts, they just want out, do they not?
I suppose. Anyway, it's good I ran into you. Mother Superior said you can help me find my bearings.
Certainly. Ask away.
Running back to what she's just said, in some way that is kinda also relatable to me, because I mean, recording a video is kinda the same thing. Every freaking YouTuber just talks to himself unless they're collabing with someone else. So tell me about the Emperor's close circle. Yeah, tell us. We want to know who our suspects are. As omnipotent as Moon is,
May his light forever illuminate all paths.
he must have had his people, no? Somebody who is, so to speak, second in command?
Certainly. Upright myself to be one of those people. As the imperial scholar, my duty is to obtain and preserve knowledge. Then there is Radina. You will find her at the Gnafa Farms. Next is Morris, the judge. As I relayed when we first met, he is currently indisposed. But he will surely soon be back to preside over any legal matters you may have. Catalyst is the head priest. You will find him in the temple. And finally Rutilus, the general. As his title would suggest, he is in charge of military matters.
Damn. Some high-placed people. What places are there to visit? And probably all those people know the Emperor's secret. Well, the gods' secret. Can you please help me find my way around this city?
But of course, as you know, this is the Imperial Library. It stores many scrolls of ancient wisdom and also the Emperor's decrees. Then there are the Gnafa Farms. They are a natural marvel to behold. See, the Gnafa are large creatures who live in the desert. Only they are able to extract resources from the ground. And so the only place where we are able to grow anything is on their skin. There is also the temple, a place devoted to honoring the Great Moon. And finally, the forge. We use the nation's most advanced technology to produce machinery and weaponry there.
So, they grow stuff on the backs of those Knarf? It kind of sounds like the like the mushroom cows from Minecraft. What do you think of the Emperor? What is your view of our supreme ruler, Master Xavian?
Honor to be the ground he walks upon. I admire the ancient wisdom an eternal being such as him must possess. It is true he has been showing some more expansive tendencies lately, but who am I to question the attentions of a god?
He doesn't seem very happy with his god. Huh?
Huh?
Only you can hear me, Ava. Don't give it away.
Understood.
I'm glad you understand. Anything else?
Yeah, we've got many more questions. The Emperor's... No, we don't need that. Emperor's decrees. Yeah. You mentioned the Emperor's decrees.
Yes, you will find them on the wall right here, to your right hand. The Emperor's latest wishes and rulings are displayed there for all to see.
Huh. Maybe the murder has something to do with his last wishes. Maybe someone did not exactly wanted to follow along those wishes. So, Judge Morris.
You mentioned the judge is indisposed. How exactly?
Ha! Straight to the point. A vigilant sister indeed. But to be frank, I am not sure myself. An important legal matter, perhaps. I'm sure he will tell you himself when you finally meet him.
Huh. Kinda suspicious if you ask me. So yeah, that will be all for now.
Thank you, Master Xavier. That will be all for now.
May moon shines his light upon you, vigilant sister.
Alright, let me check around in this library of yours. Scrolls.
As much as I would love to browse the archives of this ancient library, I'm afraid I have more pressing matters to attend to. Perhaps I can come back if I'm looking for something specific.
Nice hint to give me. Let's look at the decrees.
These look important. I better leave them where they are.
Yeah, I have to look at them. So, what do we have? A decree of Moon. They're all, yeah, and first one.
This must be from several years ago. In His divine benevolence, Moon reduces farmers' daily working hours from 14 to 13. Generous.
Very generous. Ooh, 13 hours a day. Ooh, no weekends. Absolutely murdering hours.
From 2 years ago, the daily recitation of prayers is to be extended. Also, farmers who have attended the prayer for 7 consecutive days get 1 extra free hour in that week. Now he's really spoiling them.
Okay, so we get closer and closer into the years.
From last year, I think? Taxes reduced for illiterate members of the population, as they disproportionately contribute to the nation's intellectual wealth. People who are not literate, those being mostly farmers, will compensate for said reduction.
Yikes. The god giveth and the god taketh it away. Wow. Decree of Moon.
Production is to be significantly increased in the forge. Matters of the nation's defense, apparently.
And mostly because he was getting expensive.
Travel between the nation and the lands beyond is to be limited. A special permit is to be required to venture beyond the nation's borders. Those who do not obey will not be welcome back.
Which is kind of a normal rule, to be honest. For an imperial rule, of course.
A significant number of farmers are to be excused from their duties. Good for them, as they are to be drafted to strengthen the defenses of the nation's outskirts.
Yup.
Oh,
yeah.
It does seem that the farmers are hit the hardest with these decrees. Especially with the latest ones.
There might be a motive in here. There might be a motive. But we'll see. I will remember this. The vault?
Looks important. I wonder what is stored in there. At present, I see no reason to try to open it.
At present? Huh.
I wonder if... I mean, I've heard things of ancient libraries. It's worth a try.
Is it? No way, no.
I can hear some hidden mechanism, but whatever it's supposed to trigger, it's not triggering.
We've got some secret puzzle to solve here. Or maybe later. Engraving.
What am I supposed to do with it?
Look at it.
Another image of Moon. He truly is omnipresent.
Lamp?
And again, nothing happens.
Do I just check all of them?
Still nothing. Nothing.
So we need some kind of code. Did we unlock some new dialogue with Xavier?
This is Xavier, the Imperial Scholar. He strikes me as an intelligent man. Very refined. Perhaps somehow too refined. I can't put my finger on it, but there is something insincere about the man. Something sneaky.
Yeah, there is. The greeting wasn't that friendly. There was some passive aggressiveness to it. Let's talk to him again. So, let's see if his answer now changes or not. Can you please remind me who the leaders of the city are?
Certainly. I'm Xavian, and I'm the imperial scholar. Radina is the chief agriculturist. She's in charge of the Gnar farms. Norris is the supreme judge. He's not available at the moment. Catalus is the head priest. You will find him at the temple. And Ritualus is the general. He spends most of his time at the forge.
Thank you. Okay, so he had clearly nothing else to tell me. I guess for now, this is everything. Yeah. Yeah, we should definitely just go. Go and check up on the other people. So. The forge, the temple, I think... Wait, the general, where is the general? Oh, he should be at the forge, isn't he? Maybe. That's gotta be him.
Hey, you! What in Munch's name? Wait, a vigilant sister?
You must be Rutulus, yeah, the general.
A sister of Vigil, yes.
I knew it! I saw your ship earlier.
And you must be General Rutulus?
In the flesh, at present in command of the imperial forces of Mun. What brings you to the city, sister?
We are careful, Ava. Investing our time.
Yes?
Wisely. We're investing our time wisely. Brilliant.
Ah, investing. Understood. Don't worry, sister. I won't ask about all this financial matters. But if you're looking to invest, you've come to the right place. What interests you here in the forge?
We gotta keep a low profile with the investigation, of course. So what do you think of the Emperor? It's a bit of a direct question, isn't it? So he was asking about what we wanted to do here in the forge, huh? Let's be tactful about it. So what do you do here in the forge? Yeah.
What do you do here at the forge, General Rutulus?
We produce. Can you hear the heavy machinery? The chips buzzing, the wheels turning.
I do.
Then you've heard the heartbeat of the nation, sister.
What do you think of the Emperor? Yeah, let's be blunt.
What is your opinion of the God Emperor, General?
Mun be praised, a wise leader. Now I'll admit there was a time not so long ago I may have spoken differently. But I couldn't be happier with his recent decrees. The might of the nation shall expand. That's why you are here to invest, am I right?
Is there something wrong with your eye, Master Rutulus?
I was employing what we here in the city call the sly wink. Oh well, cultural differences.
He's got a point. The recent decrees are in favor of the military, but not in the favor of the farmers. And who's ruling? Who's head of the farmers? I don't remember the name, but you guys maybe know who I'm talking about. So what does that machine over there do? Which one? All of them.
Excuse me, General, but that machine over there, what is it for?
You have a keen eye, sister. My personal invention, and for my personal use only. A replication device.
A replication device?
Provide with an original model and some material, and it will create a perfect physical copy.
Can I use it?
As I said, my personal use only.
Could that machine have anything to do with the murder, though? Ooh, what if all of them are in on it? And they're covering for each other? Ooh.
The plot thickens. Nah, I don't know. But you've got to check every path. Every possible path. I really want to use your replication machine.
I really need to use your replication device, Master Utilus.
Why though?
Can't you make an exception for a vigilant sister?
A no is a no, sister.
We will find a way, but why? We've got no use for it just yet. I must go now.
I must be on my way now.
Understood. Feel free to inspect your forge for investment opportunities.
Furnace.
It's searing hot.
Tools.
A whole set of tools. A hammer, a chisel, and a screwdriver. Maybe General has used those recently? But for what?
I mean, it is a workshop. Machine. More machine stuff. Is that it? Just the furnace, the tools, and the machine? Let me check it. Texts.
It says I should lower my eye to the sensor, but since I'm not the general, I don't think that's a good idea.
Huh. Is that what you have problems with? Sensor malfunctioning or something?
It wants to scan my eye. And since I'm not the general, I don't think that's a good idea.
Didn't the Amulet of Vigil have some kind of properties?
Let's see if the amulet can give me access. It worked!
Ah. Receptacle. Receptacle. Could we like clone or sigil of Virgil? A Vigil?
That machine could copy an amulet of vigil. Most likely I'd just lose the amulet.
Yep. Okay, but we'll remember that. We will come back to this. Tools, can I pick one up?
And a collection of tools. A screwdriver, a hammer, and a chisel. Let's see if some of these can help me pierce the Emperor's suit. I'll borrow them. I'm sure the general wouldn't mind. It's for the good of the nation.
So we're just collecting every kind of stuff to just jam in there. So we just went to the forge. I want to go and check the gnafs. Like, look at them. They're freaking giant. If you look at the houses, those things are giant. Oh, it's kind of looking at us. I hope it's friendly. Ah, here we go. Oh, it's just a farm? I thought it was gonna be the... Oh, no, the high priest is in the temple. Let's check what we've got here. Farming equipment.
I have no idea how any of this works. Farming tools, probably. I'm assuming since they're tools and this is a farm. Brilliant deduction, Ava.
Thank you, Mother Superior, for your generous comments. Fruits.
It's gnaf fruit. This nutritious treat only grows directly on the skin of the gnaf.
Can we take one?
Good sir, would you mind if I help myself to some fruit? I've got awfully hungry.
Fine with me. Harvest is good this year. Actually, take as many as you want.
Thank you. I'll take 2 then.
Or 4.
3?
Deal. Just stay away from the green ones. Or we'd have to burn your tongue to get you unstuck.
I'll keep that in mind. Oh, these are heavy.
Gnaf fruit. We're collecting stuff.
A gnaf tree, like the one I saw in Moon's chamber, but this one is fully grown. People wouldn't survive here for long without these plants. They have so many uses. I need to pick fruit of the tree. There's plenty that have already been harvested.
Is there anything to our left before I talk to... A knife! I don't think that is exactly what it killed the Emperor. I think it's more like... something that doesn't slice, but rather stabs.
Maybe we should take a closer look at it before I start touching it.
Let's check it.
A knife stuck in a gnaf fruit. Thoughts, Ava?
Well, what if this was the murder weapon, Mother Superior? I know it's a stretch, but this here must be Lady Redina, the chief agriculturist Master Xavier spoke of. Which makes her a very important, powerful person. One of the very few who had access to the Imperial Palace. And she just so happens to own a knife, which would match the Empress's wound rather well.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, it's a stretch.
I should have seen that coming.
I'm not saying it's not possible. You're right, that a knife matches the wound.
So?
So I say you follow your hunch, Ava. There is, of course, still the question of piercing the suit.
But a knife could be a place to start. So I may be right?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
So we're just gonna take it now. I should speak to Redina before I start taking her things. Oh wait, that's her. Oh god, I thought that was just some kind of rock wall. Damn, those are some cool beasts, to be honest. When you see them from this far away, you almost feel you could pet them. Almost. Would I mind them being real? No, not really. It would be kind of cool to see those things in the desert, but they are giant. Redina, let's go talk to her. Good day to you. Not answering, huh? You must be Lady Redina. I don't mean to disturb, but...
Yes?
Excuse me?
Yes, the name's Redina. And you are?
Ava, pleased to make your acquaintance.
A vigilant nun, huh?
We prefer sister. See, nuns are cloistered while sisters...
And what is your business here, sister? Now watch your tongue this time, acolyte. I know.
You know what? Oh, nothing.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Well, yes, actually. Maybe you can help me with that. So, what do you think of the Emperor is so direct? What are these creatures as a nice icebreaker? These creatures, what are they?
The Gnaf. Aren't they majestic? Their trunks reach deep into the soil.
We've built grand palaces and ships and terrifying weapons.
But we still can't get sustenance from this dry land. The Gnaf can, and makes their skin fertile. So we take advantage of that and grow our food on their backs.
In a way, we are parasites. Yes, but I don't think that the creatures mind, otherwise they would be kinda shaking you off. Is this your knife? Who is the man over there? Yeah, the farmer. The man in the tree over there.
You mean old Plint?
Is that his name?
What has he done this time? On second thought, don't tell me. I've no patience for petty problems anymore. Just leave the man alone, will you?
I didn't...
Look, nun, he doesn't know what he is saying. You cannot blaspheme me if you're not right in the head. So I won't hear any more of it.
But I wasn't...
Enough! I have spoken. Plint is under my protection. Make your peace with it.
I will make my peace with it then. Whatever it is.
Seems like Redina is used to brushing off complaints about the pharmacist's manners. Why would you protect him, I wonder?
I guess because she's responsible for them? Perhaps? About Plint. Why would we ask the same question again? About Master Plint?
You don't give up easily, do you? Whatever you think he should be punished for, just leave it.
Indeed. So is this your knife?
Apologies, but is this your knife? It was my knife, until some poor soul decided to borrow it. And cut an unripe gnaf fruit with it. Now it's ruined.
Ruined? Could it be actually the murder weapon and then the gnaf fruit is like, I don't know, hiding that there was blood on it? Ruined?
Why would the knife be ruined? By moon, you really know nothing. Unripe gnaf juice is a powerful adhesive. The knife is no use to me now.
So we can probably take it. And borrowed?
You say somebody borrowed your knife? Maybe. Or maybe the knife decided to cut the fruit all by itself. All I know is, I sure didn't stick it in there. So who do you think did it? Good question! But I don't have an answer for you, none. One thing is certain, my farmers aren't stupid. Nobody here would try to cut an unripe gnaf fruit. Unless they did it on purpose. Haha, good one. But no, my farmers aren't suicidal either.
Suicidal? Is it that deadly? No, but I do concur with Sister Ava. It was done on purpose. So my suspicions about the knife actually being the murder weapon is growing at the moment. So can I take the knife if it's no use to you?
So if the knife is ruined, then you wouldn't mind if I took it? Strange request. Why does the knife interest you so much anyway, none?
I believe it's a murder weapon. Nope, can't say that. I think I can get it unstuck. I just like it? Weird. Really weird, but sure.
Well, it's a beautiful knife. Is it? Oh yes, very elegant and simple design. You are strange. So I can take it? Fine, fine, it's yours. As I said, it's no use to me anymore. Thank you.
So yeah, let's ask her about her opinions on the Emperor.
You seem angry, Lady Redina. Perhaps his holy light has not been shining at you lately,
No, he has not. The decrees were pretty bad to the farmers.
I'm not angry, none. Just worried. Worried about? Lately our god has been ambitious. The fire and brimstone kind of ambitious. And the Outlands, they don't forget. She thinks Moon was provoking a war. The recent decree suggested so too. Now is that enough for a motive to kill your god?
It depends how devoted she is to the farmers. The farmers do seem to have been like very much disadvantaged for the last couple of decrees. But yeah, that'll be it for now.
I shall be on my way now. So you shall.
What is she looking at, by the way? Gnath.
Magnificent creatures.
They are indeed. So, let's go talk to Plint. What is he looking at, by the way? The dude is not really right in the head, is he?
Must be a local farmer. Looks tired, but happy.
Let's talk to him again.
Funny hat.
It's called a coif.
Apologies, funny coif.
It's not that funny if you have to wear it all day in this climate.
I can't imagine. Anyways, she must be one of them nuns. What you call them?
Ava, sister of Vigil. Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Blind, I am. How would you say, of the agricultural creed?
You're a farmer.
Yeah, that.
You could look at us while we talk to you. What are you looking at up there in the sky? And that smirk on his face? Dude is missing some brain cells. Nice pottery collection. Yeah, we saw some pottery at the chambers.
I must say I've been admiring your pottery collection.
Thank you, miss. Wish I had more time to work on these.
You made these? So a farmer and a potter.
All kinds of crafts, miss. Nothing like working with your hands.
Lots of going about here. About the farms, yeah.
This must be the strangest farm I've ever seen.
Well, to be fair, there are actually barely any plants here.
Takes some getting used to, eh? You gotta love the gnaf. Ever since I first saw one, I wanted to become a farmer.
You became a farmer? I thought people are born into it.
That's how it goes these days. Not a good deal for anyone if you ask me. Makes one wonder if things weren't better before.
Before? Yeah, before what?
Before?
You know, before Moon.
But that's blasphemy!
Might be, might be. It's true though.
First of all, that was eons ago. We're talking the dawn of humankind here. Before history.
Depends.
Second, everybody knows it was a time of barbarity and chaos.
Everybody knows, and they call them vigilant. Let me tell you, miss, if you hear the words everybody knows, you can bet something really stupid is coming next.
I like him.
But you don't have to believe me. Ever heard of Hippocles?
The lost writings of Hippocles?
Not lost, just hidden away in the library. If you manage to get your hands on those, you'll see for yourself.
Noted. Now let's change the subject before we both get in trouble. Apologies, I have to be on my way.
Sure, see you around, miss.
Now we got a clue that we've got to look for something in the library. Also, I've got to take back my words. The dude is actually questioning the religion that they have. Kinda ironic that the Mother Superior, yeah, kind of ironic that Mother Superior likes the dude. The only dude who questions her beliefs. Although she's got a point, because the beliefs they have are kinda based on a lie. Is there anything else here that could be of use to me? So the farming equipment, I already interacted with it. Is there anything else up here that I could... Oh yeah, the pottery, of course. That's some impressive craftsmanship. Master Plint sure is a talented craftsman. I can't just take it. It belongs to Master Plint. Okay. I guess we're gonna leave, and the last place we've gotta go and check is the temple. Go and talk to the high priest. Here we go. Oh, that one looks shady as hell. What do we have here? Carvings. I know better than to go around touching works of art. Oh, whoops. Let's check it out. What do we have? Carving, inscription. Moon, still one with the sun, creates the solar system with his breath of light. It is said that at the dawn of time, Moon and the sun were one. This engraving shows him in that form before he walked among mortals. Okay. Another one? This one could use some renovation. I wonder what Catalyst has to say about that. There is a bit of, Wait, is that blood? No, there's no way that's blood. That's gotta be rust or something. Inscription. Moon descends from the sun and brings light to the barbaric tribes of the Great Desert. Okay, and the final one? Oh, these are the Gnath. It shows Moon using his divine power to improve the Gnath.
I actually used to believe this.
Wait, used to? I still believed it this morning.
Feels like a lifetime ago.
The dude looks like he might fall over and die at any moment. Inscription. Moon gives the Gnath their trunks, letting them mine the depths of the desert for sustenance. Could I? Yeah, I can check the other carvings as well. This is the city. The Imperial City. Looks like it's from a time when the library and the forge hadn't been built yet. So only the High Temple was there. Not even the Gnath were around. Because they're not mentioned on the painting. Strange. Unless they are to the sides and not included. Inscription. The Imperial City of His Holy Light is built. And then we've got...
Ha! This is us, the Sisters of Vigil. I can't see if he's also holding sunbeams like the statue. The sisters are blocking the view. Pesky sisters. Inscription. Moon meditates while the Sisters of Vigil keep guard. And the final one... Wait. This is strange. Why is there one missing? Oh god, this looks like Among Us.
Oh, this is an Among Us. No way. That is Among Us. For sure. Like the eye and then here you can see the legs. This is Among Us. Oh, crap.
It shows Moon creating the nation's technology. The top left part stands out. It seems to have been added recently.
Is that the General's replication machine?
Wait a minute, is that the plate that's been missing from the Moon's chambers? No. No.
Moon harnesses the power of the sun to create the nation's technology.
Okay. But there's also here, like, either this one's missing. Something... I'm intrigued by the last carving. The statue.
A statue of Moon in a meditative pose. He's holding 6 golden rods, which represent the sunbeams.
We can't take anything, right? We shouldn't, actually. And then there's Ganos. Alright, let's go talk to Catalyst.
Greetings! You must be Master Catalyst.
That would be Father Catalyst, sister.
Pardon me, Reverend Father. Wait, so you address me sister, but I call you father?
Naturally. A sister of vigil, yet you do not know the ways of the faith.
Oh, I didn't know. I just suddenly found it. So God has been dead for less than a day and you're already going off the leash? Questioning customs? Focus and be respectful, acolyte. Yes, Mother.
I beg your...
Father! I meant father.
Oh, brother. Sister, father, mother, and brother. So, tell me about this place, yeah.
I've been admiring your temple, Father Catalyst.
No doubt. It draws pilgrims from all corners of the nation. Is that why you're here, vigilant sister?
One of the reasons, sure.
And have you had a chance to observe our historical carvings?
Yeah, we did.
Much admired works of art. You may have read or learned the story 1,000 times, but there is something about seeing it depicted. Something that just inspires.
And the statue?
And the statue, the holiest of holy in this classic contemplative pose, holding sunbeams that he has obtained from the sun itself.
So, yeah, what do you do here?
And what is your duty here, Father?
I see you really have traveled from afar. I'm the head priest. I preside over all matters of faith and worship. But my role is obvious. Really, sister, it is you who could be more forthcoming as to your mission here.
Well,
I'm just visiting for pleasure. Not exactly. I'm on a holy pilgrimage. It's a secret. Moon is not a god, it's a man and he's been no. We are on a holy pilgrimage. Yes.
As an acolyte, it's my duty to travel to the imperial city at least once in my training.
Very good reason.
And pay respect to the god emperor.
A sound reason. Yet I've not heard of this custom before. And no other vigilant sisters in training have journeyed here in the past.
Oh crap.
It's a new rule.
Fine, sister, fine. I'll stop prying.
God dang it. Maybe we made a mistake right there. So what do you think of the Emperor? I noticed a new addition to one of the images. Yeah. I've been examining your historical carvings. And if I'm not mistaken, something has been recently added to one of them.
Ah, that. General Rutulus and his replication machine.
Is that what that is? A box of swords, yes?
Yes. Apparently it is an invention worth desecrating. Updating our historical carvings. Ruthless just barged in here one morning with some workers in tow. And wouldn't leave until it was finished. I protested, but the man had permissions from the Lord himself.
You did some additions, but you didn't fix the other carving over on the other side. I noticed one of the carvings is in a bad state, yeah.
Say, Father Catalyst, the historical carving of Moon bringing light to the barbaric tribes.
Say no more, sister. I'm very much aware of its sore condition. I confess I've been putting the renovations off for too long. In fact, if you meet any skilled artisans, send them my way immediately.
I might just know the man for the job. Yeah, the farmer. One of the workers at the Gnaf farms, a certain Master Plint. He seems to be very good at this sort of thing.
Then I'm in luck. Would you be so kind and go fetch that Master Plint, was it?
And will do, father. Maybe it's also not a... I don't know. Is it a good idea? The dude's pretty much like questioning the faith, and sending him to this dude might bring us into trouble. Although, if you think about it, he is being protected by that lady, so maybe it'll bring forth some kind of dialogue between the two. We'll see. So your historical carvings are wrong. Ooh. Your historical carvings, Father Catalyst. They say moon brought light to the desert tribes, right?
They are not my carvings, sister. That is simply history as it took place.
Well, have you heard of the lost writings of Hippocles?
Oh, please, sister. Only madmen and blasphemers concern themselves with such fairy tales.
So what if I told you that...
Speak of it no more. This is a sacred place.
But...
Enough! Those documents do not exist and never have. Unless you can show it to me directly, I will hear no more of it.
Okay, so we've gotta go to the library. But we haven't found any ways of... discovering some certain order? So let's talk to him about the Emperor. What is your opinion of our Divine Lord Father Catalyst?
Opinion? Should one have opinions about his divine light, sister? I mean, certainly not. It's not my place to opine on the Lord, only to pray.
Of course, pardon the...
And I do pray. I pray his eternal wisdom allows him to halt the military expansion he has been planning.
And here we have yet another roundabout way to say I don't like what Moon is doing.
Yeah, that's 2 people so far. So, about the lost writings of Hippocles, maybe it was the general who killed him. Maybe the general was aware the god was about to put in a new decree to revert his expansion ideas. And maybe the general didn't want that to happen. So, I think we've got to go. I'll be on my way, Father Catalyst.
May our divine lord shine upon your path, sister.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, I think we've gotta... Gotta go. Gotta go back to the farmer and we'll get Plint to this place. Otherwise, I don't think we've got anything to do. But we've got this stuff. We might be able to, I don't know, reproduce some of this. Knife and fruit. How are we gonna get rid of this? Back to the farms. So, Plint, could I interest you in doing a little job for us? Well, for the father, the Holy Father.
Hello again, Mr. Plint, Master Plint.
Howdy, miss.
So, I have a job for you.
Say, Master Plint, would renovating a historical carving be within your skill sets?
A carving, eh? The one at the temple?
So you know it.
Ah, yes, and you're right. Those carvings need a lot of renovating.
Perfect.
I'll be on it then. I'll ask Radina for permission.
I don't like the way he said renovating.
Wait, didn't you say you were going to ask for permission?
Oh, I meant after I do it. That way I'll have a, what you call it? Negotiation leverage.
Dude is smarter than you think.
What a strange man. We agree there.
Maybe just a little too smart for being a simple farmer. I think I made a slight mistake right there. I mean, the dude is surely gonna ruin those carvings now, isn't he? Or maybe he's gonna reveal some clues. Clues we might need to discover what's in the library.
Huh? So, Plint.
Master Plint?
Howdy, miss.
Apologies, I have to be on my way.
Sure, see you around, miss.
What? Why don't we speak to him then?
Talk to Catalyst about it?
Father Catalyst, may I have a word with you again?
A brief word, sister, yes.
Yeah, no, there's nothing here. Then we should go. Wait, can we check the carving while he's busy? No.
Is there anything here that could...
Oh well. We are gonna exit and should we really go back to the chambers? You know what, let's first save it here. New save file. Let's call it... Oh, I only have one save file? I can't save multiple save files? Oh wait, I can, I just have to delete. Okay. So our god was murdered? What's your opinion on God? Question mark. There we go. So, now that we've got everything, we brought the dude to the temple. I've got a feeling we've got to go to the forge again. To the forge. Yeah, there's got to be something here. So we could already use the machine, not with his permission, but who cares?
I could make a copy of the knife, but I need to get it out of the fruit first.
Yeah. But how are we gonna do that? Could we put it in the furnace? Could that work?
Let me see. It's working! The heat is softening the glue! I managed to free the knife. I keep the sticky enough fruit too.
And now we could replicate it. I don't know why we should do that, but let's do it anyway.
That wants me to provide material for the new knife.
We've got some stuff.
Why would I want to use that as material for the new knife?
There's no way we're gonna make a new knife out of knaf fruit, are we?
Why would I want to use that as material for the new knife?
Yeah, no. Yeah, I still got nothing of materials to use exactly. Let's go talk to the general one more time. Let's see if we've got some new interactions with him.
Master Utilus?
Yes, sister.
Nothing. Okay, so that was kind of it. There was nothing else we could do here. We did free up the knife. So that's something. Wait, yeah, but we put the knife in there. Doesn't matter. Library? Why do we need the fruit glue, though? And the knaf fruit. We still got a hammer, a knife, a chisel. Let's go check the library. Oh, should we just break open the vault? No, let's talk to Xavier again. So, yeah, where can I find the writings of Hippocles? Good question.
This is the best library in the whole nation, yes?
Yes, sister. Proud to confirm that.
Then do you have, per any chance, anything by somebody named Hippocles? Notice this man's pupils are collide. That's what fear looks like. Do not worry, Master Xavier. Mother Superior sent me to retrieve the scroll. Did I now? You can speak freely.
Well, in such case, yes, we do in fact possess the lost writings of Hippocles, but they are beyond my reach, vigilant sister. Sure, securely stored in the Emperor's vault. Only his divine light can grant you access.
His divine light is in no condition to grant anything. So, how do I get it?
I am of no help here, sister.
You are a sister of Vigil, Ava. You need no help. Understood.
So we're just gonna need to use our sigil now, Okay, so anything else? Not exactly, that'll be all. So the vault, huh? Let's use the amulet on it.
That's right, no door stays closed to a sister at Vigil. Now how do I... Look at the lock. Stare at it. Right. Now close your eyes quickly.
and the image that's been burned into your retina. Picture it unlocking.
Here we go.
It worked!
The scroll.
The lost writings of Hippocles. So the crazy farmer was right after all. I wish I had more time to study this. Now let me close the vault again.
So that dude was totally oblivious to us doing that? He's not even caring that we did that, and he's standing right next to us. But I'm still very much intrigued by these lamps. There's gotta be something to it. Wait, let me check the engraving again. What am I supposed to... Could you like just hammer that shit down? No. I'm very much intrigued by all this. I'm gonna try some stuff. Well, it seems now that we've got those scrolls, we have to go back to the temple and give the scroll to Catalyst to show him proof.
Father Catalyst, look what I found.
The scrolls. Ooh.
But this is
Yes, the lost...
a cheap forgery.
I assure you it's not.
Let me see. Oh well, I stand corrected.
I'm glad you...
It's a good forgery. Let me just study it for some time and I will prove it to you.
Be my guest.
I don't really like him keeping the scroll. I've got a feeling we might lose the scroll this way. That he'll burn it. Could we talk to him about it?
Father Catalyst, may I have a word with you again?
A brief word, sister, yes?
These are yeah, there. You've been studying this scroll for a while now, Father. You wouldn't be doing that if you had proof it wasn't authentic. In fact, I think you know these are the real lost writings of Hippocles.
Absolutely not. It is simply that exposing a lie takes more time than telling one. Just let me study this nonsense for a little longer.
I don't trust him.
I'm on my way, Father Catalyst.
May your divine lord shine upon your path, sister.
I really don't trust him. Plint, you gotta keep an eye on him for us, mate. Because I don't really trust him at all. Alright, so I think we can just go now. So the temple, the forge, the farms? But what would we need at the farms though? Let's go back to Munz's chambers. Let's see. Let's first of all go back and check the suit again. So the Knarf fruit.
Gluing something to the rod bar might not be such a bad idea. But I should apply the glue to whatever I want to attach, not to the rod.
Okay, so we should try to get this metal bar. What if could we use this glue to something? Screwdriver, chisel, screwdriver, hammer, chisel, won't do anything. Ooh, wait, I just got an idea. What if the murder weapon was placed in before the god, well, the dude was in there? And then when he closed it, he pierced himself. The culprit went in, took away the murder weapon, and that's it. Couldn't that be it? What if one of those plates actually got used to create the murder weapon with? What if? But god dang it, what am I missing? I've got to be missing something. At least. Let's go back to the library. This engraving, what does it tell me? Another image of Moon. He truly is omnipresent. An engraving. Could we chisel it? I Because I've got a feeling this is supposed to open us something. Nothing. What if we put some gnaw fruits in there? Not a bad idea, but I need to take a close look at the lamp first. Let's take a closer look. A holder and a bulb. A suspiciously lever-shaped lamp holder. A silicone bulb, it's very light. What if we put some gnaw fruit in there? Yes, if I replace the bulb with the fruit, it should weight the lever down. Ah, we first need to remove the bulb. Easy, we've got some stuff for that. Chisel? I don't want to break it, just remove it. Ah, screwdriver? I should use that on the screws, not the bulb. Ah, those are screws. Okay, fine. Screw it loose. There we go. Then remove the bulb, and now let's put a gnaw fruit in there. Alright, this should keep it down. And that's one of them. We need to do that to all of them? Okay, so let's make this Oh, thank God it got automated. I didn't have to do it all myself again. Whew. We only have 3 of them. Well, actually it doesn't matter. Because the 4th one we can put down ourselves. Took me a while to find this, mate. Here we go, and now the final one. Open sesame! I knew it! A secret passage! Aha! The plot thickens! What are you waiting for, Ava? Let's go! Now let's see what we find in here. What is this place? Well, there is another image of our god Moon. It's Moon in his contemplative pose, exactly like the statue at the temple. But wait! The statue was holding 6 beams. This one is holding 7. But here Moon is holding 7. So now we have a sunbeam theft. Maybe the engraving just doesn't match the statue? I should ask the head priest about it. The plot thickens indeed. Scales. Why the scales? What do we have here? Weighing pan. It's a bronze weighing pan. In it, there's what looks like a ceramic shard. Shards of God. Days? It's the stone days. I hope I pronounced that right. Oh, wait. But is this the... The missing plate!
Didn't I say the plate was important? And so the plot begins to unravel, no? Yes, I think I can see it now. See what? This only makes the thing more confusing. Oh, come on, Acolyte. Isn't it obvious?
Well, I think... the killer stole the plate, broke the plate, and used the piece to create a knife with it, probably? I don't know. The scales are a puzzle, the killer stole the plate, the killer broke the plate and wanted to hide it. I don't know. I know, the killer broke the plate by accident and didn't want to leave the traces.
Why not just throw it out the balcony, and why the scales?
The killer stole the plate, the scales are a puzzle. The scales are a puzzle? It's a puzzle! If we put the right shards on the right side of the scales... I don't know, another secret passage will open? Now we just have to find the clue. The clue. You know, like 2 weigh more than 1, but 3 are less than a quarter of 12. And we place the shards on the scales the right way and voila!
Aha! So somebody constructed a secret door and rigged it to a scale. And it can only be opened using broken pieces of a dead god's decoration piece. Oh well, when you say it like this...
And the killer stole the plate. The killer must have stolen the plate. Maybe as a little souvenir,
And then they broke it and decided to weigh it.
Well,
Maybe they wanted to sell it and are estimating the costs?
Well, I do give you points for imagination.
I give up. It's a mystery to me.
I'll agree that some aspects of this are still rather unclear. Like the number. Why 4?
For what?
4 shards, 3 on one side, 1 on the other. Where is the 5th shard?
Yes, I noticed that too. One piece of the plate is missing.
Indeed, and before it resurfaces, we won't know everything. Oh well, all in due time. I'll let you proceed with your mission, Acolyte. We still have a murder to reconstruct.
Yes, Mother Superior. I am indeed very confused about all this. What happens if we actually get it to weigh equally? Nothing? Nothing happens. And we can't seem to do anything else with these pieces. Can I take them with me? No. Well, our clues point us to the temple again. I think I've done all I could here.
Yes, this place, if I'm not mistaken, is at its center of everything. But for the time being, there is nothing more for us to do here.
As cryptic as ever. As she should be. So that was that. Now let me quickly close it off again. Right, I'll put everything else back as well. Oh, thank God you're not letting us do that. Done. So, Xavier is just, not noticing us, I don't know, finding that hidden room. Let's see what he has to say about it, actually. Nothing at all. Alright, let's go back to the priest and see what he's got to say about it. So, Catalyst. Father Catalyst. May I have a word with you again?
A brief word, sister, yes.
So, 1 golden rod is missing from the statue. I've seen an image of a moon similar to the statue you have here.
In many places, no doubt. It's a popular pose. Moon holding the 7 sunbeams.
That's the problem. Your statue is only holding 6.
Impossible! The statue, like all its counterparts, is holding 7 golden rods.
It seems he didn't notice. Just count them.
This is preposterous. 1, 2, 6. By his fiery gaze, you're right. The temple has been desecrated.
So, you think somebody has stolen the rod?
What other explanation is there? The statue was definitely holding 7 rods. But the wretched thief is in for a surprise. Good luck to him selling Madman's gold.
Madman's gold? You've gotta clear up some shit here, mate. But before anything else, I think I've gotta drink something because... oh boy. That priest's voice is killing my own voice. Is the gold, cursed? Madman's gold?
Oh, yes. See, we've had cases like this in the past. Too many golden ornaments going missing. And so, for several decades now, statues are adorned exclusively with Madman's gold.
He's talking about pluronite. Pluronite?
I see you're well read, sister. Yes, pluronite.
And what does pluronite do exactly? So what does this what does it do?
It simply disappears. The air in this temple is carefully maintained to make golden rods solid. But once outside the building, they will disappear without a trace within a few days.
Without a trace, you say?
Without a trace.
Indeed. Okay. So is he gonna, I don't know, admit that the scrolls are real now? Okay, so that didn't change anything. So that will be it then.
I can almost hear the wheels in your head spinning, Acolyte.
Mother Tiabata, did you hear? A rod has been stolen from the temple recently. made of madman's gold. A metal which just happens to evaporate without a trace. So, you are thinking. Murder weapon! I mean, we still don't know how the suit was pierced. But at least we have an idea where the weapon went. Up in thin air. It simply evaporated. Good job, Ava. Good job. Well, thank you, Mother Superior. Now, once you have obtained a rod yourself... Wait. What do you mean, obtained a rod yourself? I'm confused, Acolyte. Are there more ways to interpret what I said? Well, you surely don't want me to... Oh, yes, she wants. Desecrate Moon's statue? Oh, so you see other options? Well, I'm listening.
How about you do it then? If it is really necessary to desecrate Moon's temple, then maybe you would prefer to do it yourself?
Prefer? Perhaps. I must admit I'd find some entertainment in that. Alas, I tend to draw attention. You, on the other hand, and here come the casual insults.
Don't bother, Mother Superior.
I've heard it all.
I think we want to get rid of the Among Us emblem. So why do I have to replicate the murder anyway? Why do I have to physically do it anyway? Replicate the murder, I mean? Surely a solid theory is enough.
No theory is as solid as a practical demonstration. How better to understand or kill it than to walk a mile in their shoes?
Easy for you to say, honest me, who has to do the walking.
This is new.
What is new?
The tone, the defiance.
I'm sorry, Mother Tiabata. I would recited litany of penitence, but...
But it seems rather silly now, doesn't it?
Yes. I've been praying to a suit. I've been praying to a suit my whole life.
Yet you don't want to desecrate the suit's statue.
I don't... That would be chaos. I know this doesn't make any sense to you, but...
It makes perfect sense. Hard thing to shake, Faith.
So,
look, Ava, if it helps, I'm hereby directly ordering you to steal the golden rod. As per your oath to the Order of Vigil, you have no choice but to obey. Feel better now?
Well... Yes, Mother Superior.
Then that's settled. Now get to it. You have a temple heist to perform. And a murder weapon to fashion.
I think we could... yeah, we could definitely get away with this. So he's very invested into the scrolls, not caring about them. So let's go to the carvings and get rid of that new carving here. Nobody would notice that. Only the general. So let's get to chiseling. I don't see the point of that except... for real? We're not actually gonna steal a golden rod, are we? I can't just break the rod with my bare hands. Chisel it then? Oh, right. Let me just casually walk over here to admire the statue. And... it's done. Let's be off.
Miss?
What? Huh?
Nothing like doing some honest work with a hammer and a chisel, eh?
He saw us. What do you mean? I wasn't... Oh, you're talking about your hammer and chisel.
What else? Look, the job's done.
Beautifully done. Also, that's why we needed Plint here, to hide our own chiseling. It makes sense. It all makes sense in the end. Master Plint's interpretation of moon bringing light to barbaric tribes. Not so long ago I would have been terribly upset about this. So he burned them. Now I don't know what to think anymore. I only just noticed that the people are burning now. Look at the face, the angry face, and then I suppose the blood of the people. Dude. Did these change the inscription? I see Plint also updated the inscription. Moon lights up the ancient nations of the great desert. Yup, he did. That's an original interpretation of the event, Master Plint. You've certainly put your own spin on it.
Well, I looked at the other ones and figured this is a place where they like to get creative with history. So I went all in. What do you think?
I think you're a blasphemer and a heretic. I'm just not sure anymore if that's a bad thing.
I'll take that as a compliment, miss. My work may be a little allegorical, but it is closer to the truth than the other ones, I'll tell you that. Have you read the writings of Hippocles?
Alas, I was very busy, Master Plint, and our Father Callus has them.
That's a shame. We got a lot to learn from the pre-Moon era. The art, the pottery, they even had...
Master Plint, please remind me, is the Great Moon paying you to work? Or to talk?
I'm all done, sir. Come take a look.
Oh, marvelous! The temple restored to its full glory. Let me just finish this short passage and I will be with you, Master Craftsman.
Oh, he's blind, isn't he?
I don't want to be around for this. I better go. See you, Master Plint.
Well, we skillfully stole another one of those golden rods. Alright, we gotta go to the forge real quick. Use the machine. Do we have to kind of like, I don't know, distract him with something? I don't know exactly what though. And oh, wait, my theory might hold truth. The knife was stuck inside of the suit, glued to the interior. The goddess of moon stepped into the suit, closed the door on himself, killed himself, and in a few days, the knife was gone. I've got a theory, and I think it's a good one. So let's put in the Madman's gold. Here we go, replicate, give me a knife, a murder weapon.
It worked! Done! Are you watching, Mother Tiabata? I think I've got the murder weapon.
Crash?
What was that? Mother Tiabata? Ah, yes, the murder weapon. Good, good, you're ready to reconstruct a crime then?
More shattering?
Did I just hear something break? What are you doing, Mother Superior? Oh, nothing. Just, never mind. Proceed with your task, acolyte.
More strange? What is she doing in there? What is she breaking all the pottery? Also, I've got my highest suspicion it was actually the general. Motive? I think our supreme leader... wait, no, that's not it. Our supreme god had some new ideas about the military, and the general was not having it. So we used the screwdriver for the lamps. We still need to use it. I think we used it all. Time to save this. Okay, so and how are we gonna call this save file? How to kill a god. There we go. And off we go to the chambers. What did she do? Oh, she smashed all the plates?
Mother Tiabata? What happened here? Are those the plates?
The puzzle pieces.
Mother Superior, what is this? What have you done? An experiment. I just needed to confirm. An experiment? I regret saying this, but... Have you gone mad? First the statue, and now... I thought we settled the statue question. We settled it? You just ordered me. You made it abundantly clear I had no choice, remember? That's the nature of an arrangement, acolyte. You made your choice when you entered the order.
Because I thought Moon was a god, because I thought we solved problems. I mean, the puzzle pieces do serve some kind of purpose. Why else would the murderer take one plate and break it? Maybe there's a clue in there. So, because I thought Moon was a god, I guess, yeah.
Did I really? A choice? I thought I was going to serve the Creator, the bringer of light.
The Great Moon. Meanwhile, there's... well, this. Everybody made me believe things to make me do what I'm told. So no, I don't think so. I didn't think that was much of a choice at all. Not mine anyway.
Well, acolyte?
Yes. Yes, what?
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Oh? And?
And what?
There's a but coming. Or, you know, one of those little tricks where your right ends up meaning you're stupid.
On the contrary, what you say is true, plain and simple. You, just like many before you, have been methodically fed a lie. And it has been my duty to take part in defeating.
Right. So then,
I'm listening.
curses! I'm not used to being right.
One of your rare virtues.
That's it then? We keep pretending?
I once stood where you stand, Ava.
Things may have been a little easier for me, I'll admit.
I was never much of a believer to begin with, so by the time they finally told me, I'd already formed a solid theory of Munz's true nature.
Of course.
Still, though, to have it confirmed, the bold-faced admission of the whole charade, let's just say I'm not entirely unsympathetic.
Why go along with it then?
2 reasons. One simple, one slightly less so.
So what's the not so simple reason? What's the less simple reason?
Just be a vigilant sister a little longer and observe yourself, acolyte. For more than a decade I've known you as exceptionally mild-mannered and obedient. And yet here you are, arms folded, righteous fury personified.
So? I mean, it was about time.
It was. Once again, we agree. But if toppling the moon myth does this to you, what do you expect from others? The nation numbers in millions. All manner of people, and much of that manner far from mild. The inconvenient truth is, under Moon, we have enjoyed centuries of relative peace. Now, I may sometimes break the small things. Plates, statues, but nations, beliefs, try that and you may come to discover that the one thing worse than Moon is a moon-shaped hole.
I still don't understand. How can you do what you do, knowing everything about Moon is fake?
How could I do what I do not knowing that? This moment, Ava, when we find out, not everyone handles it well, but the ones of us who do, it makes us vigilant, I mean.
I'm not sure I'm following.
Did you ever really think Moon used to be the sun? And then he just, exhaled light and then somehow became planets and people and whatnot? And after he did that, this all-powerful, omnipotent, endlessly wise being decided the best thing to do next was to take over one nation on one planet and issue petty decrees once in a while?
I suppose I don't know what I thought. These were just details.
Exactly. It's all in the details. The truth was staring you in the face the whole time. You just chose to not connect the dots. It's a mistake we all make once and never want to make again. And so we listen, we observe, we ask questions, and every now and then we end up solving problems.
I mean, it does pose a nice little easy way to control the masses, as a way to put it. Like, it's easier and more convenient to spread a lie than tell the truth and, I don't know, dissolve into chaos. So I'll think about it. I actually understand it. But let's say we'll think about it because we are oh so faithful and our world just got turned upside down. So we'll think about it. I'll think about it.
Good. Now, shall we address the corpse in the room for a change? After all, there is still a murderer on the loose. And while I was engaging in a bit of sacrilegious vandalism, I believe you have been hatching a theory of your own.
Well, yes, I think I have an idea. Maybe I know how the stabbing could have been done.
Fantastic! I shall eagerly await a demonstration. What are you waiting for? Get to it, Acolyte!
Yeah, so, I do indeed have a theory. I might have cut it out, I'm not sure what I've done, but I'm gonna repeat myself anyway. So, when you go and check out the suit, which we're gonna do right now, we see there is some blood here on the interior. Now, my point is that there's blood inside. My theory is that the golden knife was stuck to this with the fruit glue. Right, now the knife is ready to be glued to something, and the something is knife with glue, here we go, and the knife should be here. What would be the point of that? Wait, what? Oh, no, the metal bar, of course. By his light, that's it. Now when the lid is about to close, this happens. I can't wait to show this to Mother Tiabata. And it's well hidden. But first let's add a little more realism to our reconstruction. I'll look around the room for something to put in the suit. To simulate a body.
The Emperor himself again? No.
I'm supposed to examine him, not touch him. Okay, so we're gonna use the pillows. Yes, those could help me in my demonstration. Let's take them. Yes, those could work. Let's do this.
And here we go, the reconstruction.
And so I glued the knife to the lid, and you can't see it, or barely, and I think it's going to work.
I see. Well, ready when you are, Acolyte.
Right. Here goes.
And it closes. Stab.
I think it worked.
Let's open the suit and confirm.
Moment of truth then.
And here it is. Stabbed. Well, and now?
And that's how you pierce an impenetrable suit.
By putting the blade inside to begin with.
Exactly.
I have to say, that's rather clever.
Isn't it? But why didn't we find any weapon in the suit then, you may wonder?
Because it was dissolved.
I was wondering just that. Tell me, Acolyte.
Gladly. See, there is this material known as as Madman's gold, and if you are a sister learned in the sciences like me, you will surely know that said material evaporates without a trace.
Genius.
I know.
See, isn't this fun, Ava? Congratulations to your first successful crime reconstruction. You would make a decent murderer.
Thank you, I suppose.
Anyway, the time has come. I hope it's clear now why it was crucial to reconstruct a crime.
To have fun?
To determine who the killer is. Over the past day, you've walked in the murderer's footsteps, Ava. You've done what they have done. The obstacles you had to overcome, they had to grapple with those too. So there is nobody more qualified than you to answer the question. Who did it?
I have to think about it, Mother Superior.
Oh please, Acolyte, let us not stall any longer. This poor man laying on the floor, who is responsible for his fate? Who is the killer?
So, who is the killer? Let's just go across all these names. So first we have Xavier the Scholar. He might be in on it. I mean, he has the knowledge of the library. There might be scrolls in there telling us about, I don't know, something specific about the order. It could be him, but I have no certainty about it. Redina the agriculturist, she was very adamant about her knife being taken, and I believe her, so she's got nothing to do with it. Callus the priest didn't know about the rods. He was yelling sacrilege, so definitely not him. Ruthless the General, though, it might have been him. Although the decrees seem to be in his favor, so I don't see a reason why he would actually kill the god. So that's the problem. Although he's the only one who could actually use the machine, unless someone has a sigil of vigil. What if Mother Superior was the one who did it? Plint the farmer? Nah, the dude, he doesn't care one bit. Morris the mysterious judge. We haven't seen that dude. Where is he, to be honest? You know, I have absolutely no idea. If we're being honest, I have no idea. I have some hunches, but no certainty.
I'm sorry, but I really don't know, Mother Superior. Come now, Ava, don't give up so easily. In your mind, go through all that you had to do to reconstruct a crime. And give it your best shot. But I insist.
Oh, so we have to choose someone. Okay, let me just think about it and I'll give you my answer soon. Blind did seem to know about the scrolls. Blind actually had a lot of knowledge, if we're being honest here. Blind has a lot of knowledge. But I have my suspicions about Ruthless the General, actually. You know what? I'm gonna go with Xavier the Scholar. Because I don't trust the dude. Also, I have Plint the Farmer. I don't really suspect him, but I'm very aware that he's got lots of knowledge about stuff, and he's not ashamed to desecrate some holy priest's temple. Anyway, I think it's Xavier the Scholar. Let's see.
It must be Xavier. Is that so? I may ask what led you to this conclusion?
It's more of a hunch, really. Yeah, it is.
By which you mean a blind guess?
Well, the man is awfully suspicious.
He tried to talk circles around it, but he's obviously not in favor of Moon's war efforts. And he's nosy and he seems to know things, and there's something, well, sneaky about him. And I can see by the way you're looking at me that I've missed the mark. You have, unfortunately. There may be things that our good Master Xavier is hiding, but absolutely nothing points to him being the perpetrator. I will assume you spoke before thinking and give you one more chance to identify the killer. No hunches this time. Think about the logistics of the murder and give me some solid evidence.
Okay, well, if you think about the logistics, the only one having access to the machine is the general. He said it himself, only he has access to it. There's that. And the only other people having access to a sigil of vigil are the sisters, but apparently they are not an option here, so I guess it's the general then? Still don't know why. If you think about the logistics, it's gotta be the general.
General Ruthless, I'm sure this time. Was that an approving Lay out your evidence, acolyte. First of all, the replication machine. If I could obtain Radina's knife and some fruit glue and the madman's gold, then so could the killer. Anyone could have done those things. Not that it was easy, but it could be done. Now that was definitely approving. Continue, please. Well, so everything was doable by anyone except for the machine. I got access to the general's machine only thanks to the amulet of vigil.
Yeah, to me that was the most important clue.
Which means that only the general or the sister of vigil could have made the golden knife. So unless you killed the Emperor Mother Tiabata, it must have been the general. Excellent, Ava. And that's not all. Father Callus said that Rutulus had recently brought some workers to the temple to alter one of the carvings. A perfect opportunity to steal the rod, just like I did with using Master Plince's renovation as a diversion. Even the tools I used to steal the madman's gold, they belong to the general.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think that far yet. Not that that proves anything by itself, but it adds to the full picture, no?
I have to say, I am. What is the word? Impressed. It feels so strange on my lips.
Wait, so that's it? General Rudolus is our killer?
Yes, Ava, I'm strongly convinced he is.
So, mystery solved. The easy part of it, sure. So then, wait, what? The easy part?
Of course, finding the killer was never what concerned me most.
But what could be more important than that? Bringing him to justice.
Oh, Ava, you mean you still don't see it?
See what?
You lament the statue you agonize over some broken pottery. And yet you don't see the cracks in, well, everything else?
What cracks? Whatever do you mean, Mother?
Everything. Just follow the thread from the start. The suit, the body, the missing plate, the lamps, the decrees, the last writings of Hippocles, the scales, and at the center of it all, 5 shards, 4 accounted for, 3 on one side, 1 on the other.
Yes?
Yes?
I really have no idea what you're talking about, Mother Tiabata.
Well, I'm sure General Rudolus will be kind enough to enlighten us both. Go fetch him, will you? Tell him I'm interested in making some serious investments.
Are you sure, Mother Superior? We're dealing with the killer here. Shouldn't we summon the guards?
Oh no, anything but that. What the general has to say is for our ears only. Do not worry, Ava, the man is a buffoon. We just need to apply the right kind of pressure in the right places. I tend to be rather good at applying pressure.
Can't argue with that. Very well then, Mother Tiabata. I shall summon the general. Time to save it. Again.
So, the God Killer. Not the Dog Killer? What? No, the God Killer. And off we go to see a killer of gods. Probably waiting in, of course, the forge. Who got just brutally murdered.
Oh no! General Rudolus! Mother Tiabata, do you see that? Is he...
Only one way to find out, Acolyte.
But why did he get murdered then?
By Moon! He's dead!
Curses! I should have anticipated this.
But I thought he was the killer!
Search the body, Ava. The last dot we need to connect. It is here. I'm sure of it.
Is the eye gone?
Ooh, what if his eye got stabbed out because he was having some trouble with his eye? Wasn't he covering it or something? This is so gnarly. Someone burned his hand to a crisp. Was he tortured? He was heavily beaten before he died. It's hard to say what finally ended his life. But concussion would be a reasonable guess. Strange object. What is that in his pocket?
I think you already know, Acolyte.
Let's take it out and get a better look. Is that?
It sure is.
The final piece of the shard. Well, the final shard piece.
The last shard. The last shard. And so now we know everything.
What do you mean, everything? I thought the general killed the emperor, but now somebody killed him. And the secret passage and the plate and...
Isn't it obvious?
No, it's not obvious. It's not obvious at all. Just tell me what's going on.
Very well then. Find the 3 remaining leaders and ask them to gather at the library. Tell them that I sent you and that it is urgent.
Well, let's hope that they're still alive when we go fetch them. Are you sure? Last time you sent me to fetch someone, I found a dead body.
I assure you there will be no more dead bodies. I will be with you shortly and explain everything. But before that, I have one brief errand to run.
What errand? What could be more pressing than this? Where are you going, Mother Tiabata?
The farms. Yes, it's time I finally paid a visit to the farms.
Huh. 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 Alright, so we've all gathered in the library now.
Vigilant Mother Superior, we've been eagerly awaiting.
An explanation, an apology even, as the acolyte confessed to you about.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Father Catalyst.
The desecration of
And yours, Lady Radina.
the...
And pleasure to meet you again, Master Xavian. I've gathered you all here to discuss an extremely pressing matter. Now I'm certain your time is as precious as mine. So let us get straight to the point, shall we? Yes, let's... What's this about? And where is Rutilus? Interesting you shouldn't also inquire about Judge Morris, Lady Radina.
Is he also dead?
I was... But as I said, let us not waste time. Earlier today, me and Sister Ava were summoned by his holy light. And upon entering his sacred chamber, we made a rather startling discovery.
A discovery? Please do share, Vigilant Mother.
Ava, you've been itching to speak out the whole time. Well, this is your moment. Tell them what we've discovered, will you?
What? What do you mean, Mother Tiabata?
Just tell them.
Moon is not pleased with the state of the library. Moon is not happy with this year's harvest. Moon is not satisfied with the temple's renovation. Moon is not a god, it's a man, and he's dead, murdered. Should we tell them that? I mean, she did say that we should tell them, so we should tell them, I guess.
Moon is not... He's not... Oh, spit it out already, Acolyte.
I'm waiting for you to stop me! Like you always do!
We're past that now.
Really?
Really, go on, don't be afraid.
Moon is not... He isn't... Moon isn't a god! He's not omnipotent! He's not all-knowing! And he definitely isn't immortal! He's just a man in a mechanical suit! It's always been a man in a mechanical suit! And he's been murdered! He's dead! Moon is fake and also dead!
There you go. Cathartic.
Terrifying!
Oh,
Why?
Why is nobody else having a heart attack right now? Did you hear me? Moon is...
They know, Ava. They've known for quite some time.
All of them?
All of them.
Am I the only one in this nation?
Now, let us not get distracted.
I don't know what the two of you are speaking of, but I have to say I'm deeply appalled by...
Oh, yes, appalled. This is
And they are catching on now. Listen, you lot, this is how things will go. I know that you know, and you know that I know that you know. You get the gist, it's knowing all the way down. And yet you are wondering, who else might be listening? Is this a test? Or will she report to the Order? How will this gathering go down in history, and what do I want to be quoted saying? I understand, but I have a complicated case to unravel. And I would prefer to do that without constant exclamations of blasphemy and sacrilege and whatnot. I'm looking at you, Father Catalyst.
Blind!
So, now is your time. You'll make your devotion to Moon known. You will express your shock and disgust and purge it, as they say, out of your system. And then you will let me speak uninterrupted.
Blasphemy! Heresy! Yes, Father Catalyst, preach the truth! This is heinous, the most sinful of words my ears have had to endure! Sacrilege! Let it be heard that I refuse to take any part in this.
Lady Radina, I'm good. Marvelous! Now where were we? Ah yes, the Empress's chamber. Upon our entrance, we are met with a mechanical suit, and within the suit, a dead body. And at this point, I have to say, even I am taken aback. I see an extremely concerning situation, and I know I have to delegate. As poor Sister Ava here had just had a crisis of faith land on her plate, I decide to give her the easier task of reconstructing the murder and revealing the identity of the killer.
Easier? Also, what other task is she talking about?
Thank you. I, meanwhile, concern myself with another identity. The identity of the victim. I assume you all recognize this man.
Oh no!
Morris.
Righty now, don't.
Oh, give it up already, Xavier. She knows.
That's right.
Do you then later identify this man as just Morris? What? Yes, I do. Damn it. This here is the late judge. So, this isn't Moon? And you knew the whole time? From the first moment I saw the body, yes. Of course, you knew what the Emperor looked like. I had never seen the Emperor in my life. So you recognized the judge? No, I didn't know what the judge looked like either. Upon our arrival, I thought I was Master Xavier, remember? But then how... Come on, Ava, you examined the body, did you not? I didn't notice anything. Oh, but you did notice. In fact, I noticed you noticing it to an inappropriate degree. The muscles, Ava. Didn't I clearly tell you emperors are entirely aligned on the suit? That most of them can barely walk. Granted, there are moons who manage to stay somewhat physically active. But nobody can maintain this kind of physique if they spend most of their days in a metallic coffin. Oh! Now put yourself in my shoes. I'm summoned to meet the Emperor, and lo and behold, there is a different man in the suit. My mind starts racing. Oh, what is happening here? Has Moon's secret been revealed? At least two people must know of the suit. The victim and the killer. And if two people know, then how many others?
I still maintain I don't know.
I said no interruptions, Master Xavier. Anyway, I was very much in the dark at this point, grasping at straws. But then Ava made a discovery. A secret passage opened by 4 levers. 4. Wait, what does the number of levers have to do with anything? You can't be serious now, Acolyte. Why did you think there were 4 levers? I thought it was, you know, just a puzzle? What is it with you and puzzles? The passage was obviously meant to be opened by 4 people. And within the passage a plate, split into 5 perfectly even pieces. Most of it clicked for me at this point. 5 leaders, 5 shards, 4 levers to open the passage, 4 shards in the scales, 3 on one side, 1 on the other. Wait. I understand all these numbers. They're important to you, Mother, but you skipped the biggest question of all. Which is, if the dead man was Judge Morris, then where is the God Emperor? There is no God Emperor, Ava. Fine, I know he's not a god, but you misunderstand. There is no Emperor at all, god or man. There hasn't been one for a while now. What? Let me explain. When I saw the split plate and looked at the pottery in the Empress's chamber, a narrative entered my mind, a strange yet surprisingly plausible tale. A tale which I have since been able to confirm. Let me relay it to you now, and hopefully things will finally become clear. At some rather distant point in the past, the latest moon reads the lost writings of Hippocles. And his latest moon, he's an odd one. What his predecessors considered a threat, he sees as inspiration, hope, a potential for change. Our moon, he's been watching the cracks in the system with concern. And so he decides, if the plate is to be broken, better do it cleanly. Sometime later, the 5 leaders of the city are summoned to the Emperor's chambers. Inside, they find an empty suit. a set of instructions heavily inspired by the pre-moon era. And the ceramic plate split into 5 even pieces. From now on, they are to take turns in the suit, assuring a balance of interests. As a further assurance, should the current ruler be deemed unfit, the others can vote him out of the suit.
So the shards...
Yes, Ava, the shards are votes. It's a very ancient custom. You really should have taken some time to read Hebicles. In this time, people were sometimes given the opportunity to make choices. In the desert, parchment was scarce. In fact, almost everything was scarce. But the one thing everyone had too much of was broken pottery.
And so they created the voting shards.
And so they used it to make their voices heard. They used it to vote. As a Hebicles devotee, our emperor simply couldn't resist the symbolism. So that's why you were obsessing over the numbers. Yes, I knew that 4 people voted and 1 was excluded. So I assumed the decision was probably made about the 5th person. But who was the odd one out? What exactly was this whole kerfuffle about? Aha! I'm sure you can see the rest of the story now.
Yup.
For a time, a balance is struck. We held the farmers a little one year, support the church the next. And then for a change, we prop up the intellectual elite.
Followed up by the army.
But then, Rutulus takes charge, and the decrees don't stop coming. And suddenly war is imminent.
So that's why Ruthless was the only one who was gently fond of Moon. Because
when he spoke of Munce's latest decisions, he was really talking about himself. And so the time comes
where the other ones vote him out.
to finally use the shards. The 4 remaining leaders vote, and the general is informed that he is to be replaced by the judge,
who unknowingly sealed his fate.
But here's the problem. The moonset-shaped hole is still very much there,
A power vacuum.
and it sucks people like Ruthless in with irresistible force. So the general, he's not going to go peacefully. Now you have to understand General Ruthless. He was a man of very narrow form of intelligence. A man surprisingly clever in mechanical matters. Yet unaware of the fact that you don't explain a sly wink. When such a man thinks of murder, he thinks in terms of its technical execution. He believes he's being devious when he uses Radina's knife. And that he's straight out genius when he devises the disappearing murder weapon. And yet he doesn't see that the remaining leaders will obviously know he did it. Because who else really? He doesn't realize that if you want a formal trial, you shouldn't kill the judge. And so on his last day as Moon, the general sets his little trap, and his successor, the judge, is murdered the moment he replaces him in the suit. The remaining leaders are confused at first, a matter not made easier by your sudden presence. But you, masters and lady, you soon catch on to what had occurred. You corner Ruthless, apply the right pressure and heat in the right places. You get a confession, and as far as you are concerned, justice is served.
But the trust in the new system is gone.
Isn't it beautiful, Ava? The respectful silence? And they say people don't learn.
Well, Vigilant Mother Superior, I believe I speak for everyone. Everyone? When I say that this is the most ridiculous pile of hogwash I've ever heard.
Sure.
I say, I've read of this condition, a very particular type of paranoia, that forces one to perceive patterns everywhere, and so one becomes obsessive. Counting lamps, pottery pieces, who knows what else. The worst kind of delusions can stem from this type of mental malaise.
I must admire your persistent, Master Xavier.
But you shall bend the knee.
And I've always been one to respect the demand for direct evidence. Therefore, please allow me to call upon my key witness,
Master Splint? Master Splint. Wait, what?
Fools! Murderers, hear the word of Moon! I've entrusted you with a nation to rule! Yet within your four orbits of the sun you succumb to petty violence! For your sins, you shall be judged!
So it was him all along. See, he wasn't a fool. Ha! Still got it.
Masters and ladies, let me introduce to you him who eliminates the darkest of souls, the original creator and the final destroyer, the son of the sun and the master of time, his holy light, God Emperor Moon.
Howdy! Blah!
I knew it! That's it! I'm officially dead inside. Nothing can surprise me anymore.
I bow before thee, oh, shut it, Xavier. You people, you've made a fine mess of things, haven't you? I hand your nation on a plate, and it takes you less than 5 years to start going at each other's throats?
Pardon me, your holy light, but what did you expect? Their whole life they've been conditioned to believe.
Right, I know. A me-shaped hole and all that. Well, we'll sort things out now, don't you worry? But first I gotta ask, Miss Tiabata, what gave me away?
Your knowledge.
Oh, please, Final Destroyer. The Hebocles text, the pottery. Once I knew who I was looking for, it was just obvious.
Obvious, eh?
She says that a lot.
What?
I think they're awaiting your judgment, light who illuminates, etc.
Ah, that's, well, let's get on with it then. The shard, I'll find him behind that engraving of me over there, right? Yes, oh holiest of holy. Just as you... Fine. Then open the passage. Emperor's orders, chop. My deepest apologies, you who tramples upon thee. What is it now? I'm afraid we are, one short.
Ava, will you do the honors?
Oh yeah, right, we've got the final shard, but we also can open up the final lamp. Your Holiness, here you go.
Now if you'll excuse me for a moment.
So what is so important about those shards that he needs them back?
And nobody touches my suit!
Oh, that was a lot to take in. Still puzzled, Acolyte? Some lingering questions? Well,
why did you bring the plates? How did you know Plint was the Emperor? Did Redina know who Plint was? Yeah, she said like she knew it, like, huh? But there were already, yeah, there were a lot of hints, to be honest. I think I would have puzzled it together somehow. Because Plint knew way too much to be a simple farmer. He knew about the scrolls. He also just happened to choose the life of a farmer. Like, who would do that in these ancient times? I mean, farmers were pretty poor. And if you could choose a profession, he was pretty damn good at pottery, and he was a damn skillful master at the arts, which would have made him much more money than just farming. So there were hints throughout the whole game. But why did she break all the plates in the chambers, in Moon's chambers, though? I still don't understand. Why did you have to break the other plates?
Oh, that was interesting. See, in Moon's chamber, I was struck by the, shall we say, uneven quality of the ceramics. Some refined, some mediocre, others straight out childish. Who would keep such a collection? Only 2 types of people maintain this kind of decor: parents with creative children, and self-taught hobbyists. Really? Just because of some bad pottery pieces? If I said this, you'd scold me for fantasizing. Ha! Maybe I would. I'll be the first to admit that it was a shot in the dark, but it was enough of a hunch to keep me going. See, at points I was tempted to give in and contact the Order. I thought that moon may have been removed by force. But then, when I saw the plate, I was reassured. Reassured of what? Do you know how much skill it takes to split a ceramic plate into 5 perfectly even pieces? Pieces so even that they balance each other out on a scale? I tried it. I had 5 attempts and I didn't even get close. That was my little experiment.
Ah, that's what she did.
Once I knew that, a skilled craftsman must have made the votes. And that the Emperor was likely a skilled craftsman. It was enough to convince me that Moon had stepped down voluntarily.
I see. Alright. So, how did you know Plint was the Emperor? I mean, everything speaks for itself, but let her explain everything. You didn't really explain how you knew Master Plint was the Emperor.
But this one really was easy. There was the pottery connection, which I already explained. But much more importantly, how would a simple farmer know of the writings of Hippocles? Yeah, farmers tend to be illiterate. You know as much from the Emperor's decrees. But even if a farmer somehow taught himself to read, how could he ever have read a secret scroll that resides in the Emperor's vault, one that even the imperial scholar can't access? I suppose this one really was obvious. If you'd known at the time that Moon was still alive, you would have seen it too.
Yeah, I'm sure of it as well. So, did Radina know who Plint was? She didn't seem that, surprised, yeah.
Lady Radina, you knew, didn't you, about Master Plint? I never really knew, but I'm not stupid. The Emperor disappears and about a week later this odd, skinny, impossibly educated man shows up out of nowhere. Claiming to be, how did he put it, just one of the fine common folk of this here nation? So that's why you protected him? The man wouldn't have survived a day without me. He had some skill, but he was still very weak. The other farmers would have made short work of him. Thank you, Lady Radina.
That explains everything. So, what are you gonna do with those shards now?
Now listen up. Emperor's decree. In the event that the 5 leaders of the city fail to fulfill their duties of governance, say, just as an example, by starting to uncontrollably murder each other left and right, the future of the nation shall be decided by vote. On one side of the scales, the god emperors is returned to this position, a nation united under a single divine ruler, and the other side, the council of leaders remains. Their sins are forgiven. Replacements are found for whoever may or may not have recently been murdered, and the rule of 5 is restored. There shall be 3 deciding votes. Those will be placed. I, by my holy light, me who illuminate, etc. Second, vigilant Mother Superior Tiabata. Third, vigilant Sister in Training Ava. Effective immediately. End of decree. Questions? Good votes. No questions. Good. Now I got a little ahead of things and already placed my vote. Miss Tiabata, ready to do your part?
We are vigilant sisters, your holy light. We don't make political decisions.
You solve problems, and my problem is I don't trust these 3. But I don't trust myself that much either. The 2 of you, on the other hand, strike me as the trustworthy kind.
Very well then. The shards are prepared.
They are.
Okay, so we've got a vote.
So, you're Moon.
Afraid so, miss.
I prayed to you, you know.
Real sorry about that, miss.
It is done.
That was fast.
She's Mother Superior after all.
I believe this is your turn now, Acolyte. But why me? Who am I to...
Who's anyone? Your turn, Miss Ava. Yep. Can we? Yeah, we can save. Who am I to vote? There we go. I think we get multiple choices. I wonder, is she gonna vote for us, or are we actually gonna get the choice as an audience?
I knew it. It's even. There's no shard left. I believe you still have one on you, Acolyte. Ah, right, of course.
So,
You want me to use the bloody one? Who knew? Turns out I'm not entirely bereft of the sense for poetic symbolism. So, which one is yours? The one that balanced the scales. You did this on purpose, didn't you?
yeah, she did.
You wanted it to be up to me. I owe you a choice. A personal one for myself, not for the whole nation. Throw them in at the deep end.
So, the Emperor rules, or the readers rule?
In my opinion, we can definitely forgive their sins. I actually don't believe the remaining councillors to be, murderous fiends. They purely did it out of self-preservation. It's not like they could go to the guards with this. They couldn't spill the secret. The guards didn't know it was the council members in the suit instead of their, god entity Moon. So, they kinda had to take matters into their own hands. Otherwise, they, would have been next. Picked off one by one, until only sheep remain. Obedient to the general's wishes. Anyway, that's my ruling. I'm gonna give power back to the leaders. Give them a second chance. But I do believe the restriction Moon put on the ruling, they are fair. Need a form of checks and balances, which the Sisters of Vigil could perfectly be. So yeah, leaders rule. I'm also curious what you guys' opinions are on the matter. Do you follow my opinion? Do you disagree? I'd like to read your choices and reasonings in the comments. So get to writing.
And so we take off, back to our home planet. I hope you made the right choice for the city to thrive, while the nation to thrive. The secret Council of Five is restored, and the nation enters a long period of palace intrigue and backstabbing. The stabbing would sometimes be literal. When the secret of the moon suit is finally revealed to the public, it comes as a surprise to no one. As it turns out, if 5 people know, everybody knows. The suit is kept for ceremonial purposes. Most see it as rather silly. Shards of God.
So, yeah. Apparently we've entered a vicious circle of, power-hungry maniacs, huh? Who could have seen that one coming? But at least the peace is kept. Something good came of it. Which I think, wouldn't be a thing if the Moon Dynasty took to power again. Since everybody apparently knew the not-so-secret anymore secret. But why speculate when we could easily find out? However, before I go back and choose the other option, why don't you leave a like on the video if you enjoyed? That would be highly appreciated. Now, here's the result for choosing the Moon Dynasty back into the role of all-powerful god ruler. I really think this is a mistake, and will result into absolute chaos on a planetary scale. Alright, so let's have a look at the scales, huh? So yeah, here we go. Ceramic shard. Emperor rules. Here we go. Now let's hope that this was the worst choice. Actually, I actually don't want this to be a better choice. Is it bad of me to think of actually hoping that this would be a worse choice? There's no way this was a better choice. There's no way. It can be. God Emperor Moon remains in power. He's a benevolent god, and for a time the people of the nation enjoy an unusual amount of freedom. for a time, yet the god's attitude soon changes and he returns to his despotic ways. More such changes would follow, suspiciously coinciding with passing generations. People who point this out tend to mysteriously disappear. Uh-oh, yep, it got worse. So yeah, I do think I chose the right option first, yeah. Even though the power wasn't to the people, it was power to the elite, but it's still better than power to the dictator. It's still better. It's still better. Oh well, that was it. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!